is, we got all three quotes, 400, 300, and 200, which is insane. Trust me, you guys can save so much money doing it yourself. Wrong way.
It's a great day at Sheehy Honda. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. To speak with a service advisor, please press 3. It's a Sheehy Honda service.
Hello, I just wanted to get a quote on a transmission fluid change for a 2023 Honda Civic Type R.
CVT transmission should be $445 in taxes.
Okay, and that's including labor and all the parts?
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Bye. Bye-bye.
What? $400? Get out of here. I'm gonna call 2 other shops and see what they quote, but as of right now, Honda, it's $400 to do a transmission fluid change, which is nuts. So that was a dealership. I'm gonna try 2 local shops near me, and we're gonna see, cause that's insane.
This call may be recorded for quality assurance.
Hey, thank you for calling JJ's Auto Service Center. This is Joe. How can we help you today?
Hey, how you doing? I just wanted to get a quote on a manual transmission fluid change for a 2023 Honda Civic Type R.
All right, and what kind of concerns are you having with the fluid exchange?
Well, I just hit 30,000 miles and some due, or at least coming up on the service. So I just kind of wanted to get a quote and shop around.
I gotcha. That service, I think for us, is usually around $215 before tax. We usually like to start off with an initial inspection of the vehicle, inspect that fluid, test it, see if it's contaminated or not. And if it is, we can certainly move forward with that recommended service.
Okay, so you said like 215, and that's including labor and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. I'll give you a call back if I to schedule with you guys. Yeah, $215. I'm gonna try one more and see if it's higher or lower than 200 or higher than the Honda dealership, but one more and we're gonna see, because I'm all about saving money and we're gonna do this ourselves, and I'm gonna show you guys and tell you guys how much I spent just on the fluid and the crush washers. So last shop, let's do it.
Thank you for choosing speaking messages.
Hey, how you doing? I just wanted to get a quote on a transmission fluid for a 2023 Honda Civic Type R.
Honda Civic Type R?
Yep.
Okay, hold on one second for me. That one I would more than likely need to quote with a different fluid than what we normally keep in stock.
Okay.
Hold on one second.
All right.
Is it automatic or is it a manual?
It's a manual.
Okay, let me place you on a brief hold, okay?
All right, thank you. Yo, what kind of...
Hello, sir?
Yep.
All right, so what I may have to do is take down your information
Okay.
and give you a call back on Monday with pricing for that.
Okay, sounds good.
And it's a 23 Civic Type R, right?
Yep. So we're just gonna go with those 3 quotes. I'm gonna put the quote that he gives me on Monday on the screen, but that was crazy because my mans didn't even know if it was automatic or a manual, which was crazy. I mean, I would assume if you work at a shop, you would know what a Type R is, but I guess not. So depending on where you wanna go and how much you wanna spend, the range is from 400 to, I want to say, about 200, because I don't think it's going to be cheaper than that just because it's a Type R. My range is going to be between 400 and 200, which is still pretty crazy because just buying the transmission fluid and doing it yourself would save you a lot of money. Obviously, I've never done the transmission fluid on the Type R. From what I've seen, it's pretty easy. I've done it on the Z, so I kind of know what I'm doing. We just hit 30,000 miles, so it is time to change the transmission fluid in the Type R. Let's see what it actually takes and what it really costs you to do it yourself. I only had to buy two things. I had to buy the transmission fluid, obviously, and then crush washers. You do want to change the crush washers every time you do a fluid change. So I got these on Amazon and they were $6.95 and it comes with 15. So this is gonna last me a pretty long time if I need them down the road. I will have these linked down below so you guys don't have to go looking for it. They'll be down in the description below. And then obviously next we have the transmission fluid, which I went with the Redline MTL transmission fluid. I was gonna go between this or the AC Delco, I believe. They're basically the same. I've seen mixed reviews on the Redline MTL and the AC Delco. It's all based on preference. So I went with this. I used this with the Z and I never had any issues. This is why I'm gonna go with the Redline, and there's other options, but you guys don't have to go with that. The Redline MTL is what you need for the Civic Type R. I think they might be calling me back. Give me a second. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Velasquez?
Yes.
Hey, so I actually was able to get a quote for that one for you.
Okay.
To do the manual transmission service for your vehicle would be $310.83 after tax.
310?
310.82.
Okay, and that's including labor and everything, right?
Right.
Okay, can I give you a call back if I decide to go with you guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I'm about to actually send it over to you as a text. That way you'll have it.
Okay, sounds good.
This is with the service itself and the new gaskets there's 3 plugs that have to be pulled on that.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for the call back.
No problem.
All right, bye. Yeah! 310 is, we got all 3 quotes, 400, 300, and 200, which is insane. Trust me, you guys can save so much money doing it yourself. Obviously, I'm not trying to give like dealerships and shops a bad rep, but if you can do something as simple as a transmission fluid, you're gonna save hundreds of dollars. I don't even know where I was at. Actually, I tried to buy this on Amazon and it kept getting delayed, and so I just canceled it because it was taking like over 2 weeks and I wasn't trying to wait. So I bought this on Walmart's website, which is all the same, but Walmart actually shipped it out like within 2 days and I got it like on the 3rd day. So you can get this on Amazon. I'll link that down below. It's the same thing. The Honda Civic Type R takes 2.3 to 2.5 quarts of transmission fluid. I had to buy 3. Obviously, if you buy 2, you're gonna be short 0.3 to 0.5. So for all 3, it was $73.46. So this plus the crush washers came out to $80.41. Trust me when I tell you guys, if it's something simple, you guys can save hundreds of dollars. Obviously, you're paying for convenience and all the labor and everything that comes with going with a dealership or a shop. But if you can do it yourself, try to do it yourself because it's gonna save you so much money. Let's get on to this. We're gonna take out the Z, make some room for the Type R, and let's get on with the video because this should be pretty quick. Drain the fluid, put some fluid in, and we're just gonna figure it out because all we're gonna have to do is take off the intake box. So let's get to that. If you guys hear a tiny human, it is my son. He is out here with me. First thing we're gonna have to do is take off this air intake box right here. So I've never taken it off. I've replaced the filter, so we're gonna figure this out. And it should be pretty simple. Take off these tabs, clip this, put this to the side. Sure, we have to remove this. I think the previous owner had an aftermarket intake because this clip right here is broken, and then I just realized that there's no screw holding on to the intake. So it's just being held on by this. So we're gonna take this off and this should come right out. So I am starting this officially at 420. So let's see how long this takes. This is a 5.5 and it looks like it will, a little loose, so should be that. So I'm gonna put this, do not wanna lose this. Put this back here. Should come right off. Hope. Alright. Cool. That's off. Once you remove this, there is, I believe, a Phillips right here holding the intake box. Alright. There is a washer with it, so be careful with that too. But that screw right there, pretty long. Pause. Holding on to the battery. There we go. Nice. All right, so we got the intake box out, and that right there is the fill plug for the transmission fluid. So first thing you want to do is crack this, because if you crack the drain plug first and you're not able to get this out, you're in deep trouble, because now you can't fill your transmission fluid. So make sure to always crack this open first, take off the fill plug, and then we'll move on to the drain plug down to make sure we're able to refill it. So all I'm gonna use is a 3/8 extension. I believe this is a 12, and then it's not long enough, so I'm gonna use another 6, and it should be good. All right, crack. I'm pretty sure it's only torqued down to 32 foot-pounds, so it shouldn't be that tight. But I also don't want... I need to go be on the other side to get more. So I had to switch positions to get more leverage, so see if we can crack it here. God, that's hard. This is why I'm saying to always crack this first, because this thing is on there, dog. Maybe I need another extension. All right, let's try it again. Pretty sure I'm going the right way. God. Woo-wee. I don't think it's smart to use the impact wrench on that. I'm definitely going the right way. There's no way it's the other way. All right, so I got another extension to get more leverage. Let's see. So we got a 6, and a 12, 3/8 extension. Let's see. Holy moly. That's on there, dude. That's on there. Wrong way. Yo! That was on there, I think way tighter than 32. I'm pretty sure that's the torque spec. I'm gonna have to double check, but that was crazy. I thought I just snapped my wrist with the crush washer right there. So now that we got that off, now we know we can fill up the transmission with transmission fluid. So we're gonna go down, take off the undershroud, and I'll show you guys where the drain plug is. Let's go. So once you get the aluminum undershroud off, This is going to be the drain bolt right here. It looks like the same one up top for the fill port. Once we take this off and let everything drain out, there is an overflow bolt right over here. Not sure if you guys can see that. It's going to be very tight. This, I believe, is a 10 mil. This right here is the overflow transmission plug right here. So you'll remove that, and once you fill the transmission fluid, once this starts overflowing, you are good to go and button everything back up. We're gonna take off this, which I'm pretty sure is gonna be pretty tough to take off, like the top, and I barely have any room down here. So I'm gonna take this off, drain out the transmission fluid, and then take off this 10 mil right over here and fill up the transmission fluid. This is gonna be hard. All right, just gonna crack it. Oh, all right, that wasn't as hard. Came off pretty easy. All right. All right, it's coming out. Coming out. No. Ah. Say, look at that. Look. Splashing everywhere. That's the transmission fluid. Whoa. Ah. Got it all over my hands, dude. Look at that.
So like always, I forget to change the setting on my camera, but this is just me showing you guys the drain plug and talking about swapping out the crush washer. These are the crush washers that I got from Amazon, so if you guys are looking for these, they will be in the description below. But they matched up pretty perfect from the OEM, so like I said, if you guys are looking for these give you like 15, and as you can see, they fit the drain plug pretty perfect. So go check out the description. After letting the transmission fluid drain, I am putting back the drain plug and cleaning the surface to fill up the transmission with the new MTL transmission fluid. Then we got to make sure that the drain plug is torqued down to spec, which is 32 foot-pounds. Please make sure you guys do that because you do not want your transmission fluid leaking. This is the overflow bolt that you want to take out. I believe it's a 10 mil, but this will let you know when your transmission is full of the new transmission fluid. This is very helpful. Make sure you guys take out this bolt. Now, all you have to do is fill up your transmission with whatever transmission fluid you went with. Obviously, I went with the MTL red line. So for the Honda Civic Type R, it takes 2.3 to 2.5 quarts. So obviously, 2 of these is 2 quarts. So you can go ahead and just pour in 2. After the second one, obviously you want to keep an eye out where you took out the drain bolt because it's going to start overflowing. So I would not throw in the whole bottle, just go little by little and then it will start overflowing. Once it's done overflowing and there is no transmission fluid coming out, put on the bolt and we should be done from doing the transmission fluid. Now let's get back to the video.
So I just realized I was in slow-mo mode, and I hate when I do this because I don't notice it until I'm editing. Now we are gonna torque down the fill plug to 32. Double check. All right, so that is good now. So now we're gonna put everything back together and we should be good with the transmission fluid. It is now 6:09 and I'm pretty much done. I did have a couple interruptions, which is why it took a little bit longer. But if you have an hour to 2 hours to do this yourself, please do it because it is super simple, super easy, and you would save hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I just got everything buttoned up. Now I'm gonna check under the car, make sure there's no leaks where the transmission fluid was. And doesn't look like there's any. I'm gonna double check that there's no leaks coming from the transmission. So I'm just gonna turn it on, let it idle, go through the shifts, and make sure nothing is leaking, because the last thing you wanna do is run out of transmission fluid, and then you have a way bigger issue. So I'm gonna turn it on, let it idle for a little bit, go through the gears, and then check under the car to see if there's any leaks before I button everything up. Okay, whoa. So my car is freaking out right now. I do have an engine light on, but it's gonna go through the gears real quick. So at 3, 4, 5, 6, and reverse. All right, let's check under the car. I don't know, everything should be fine, so let's put the car on the ground and then turn it on again, and hopefully none of those lights turn back on. I know what it is. So I just turned on the car and I know exactly why everything is spazzing out is because I forgot to plug this back in to the intake box. Holy moly. All right, let me put this back. Everything should be good. The engine light is still on. It's still spazzing out, but I think the light is still on because I left that off. So I'm gonna clear that. Hopefully it just disappears. Maybe it'll disappear after driving it, so I'm gonna keep an eye on that. If not, I'm gonna just clear it. So I took a little break because I had to go eat, but we're gonna go for a little drive. I have to drop off, or I have to go dispose of the oil and the transmission fluid because that thing is full. So we're gonna go do that. I have the camera set up right there. Hopefully the angle is good. If you guys like this angle, please let me know, because I got this like suction cup and I think the angles are pretty cool. My neighbor's having like a prom party and the street is popping, so see if I can even get out. Holy moly, dude. It is prom night. Bro, what? No way. They got a horse that is... That is insane. They legit have 2 horses for their prom night. Crazy. I don't think I'm gonna notice a difference, but I'm gonna drive pretty easy for like 5 to 10 minutes. I mean, it feels smooth. Oh, and actually I need to get gas too. So go to AutoZone, go to Wawa, get some gas, then come back home. We're in second gear. Let's see if there's like any grinding. Pretty smooth. So I just finished with AutoZone. Now I'm gonna head over to the gas station because I am at like 80, I'm like a quarter tank. But I cleared the code when I got here. Hopefully it doesn't come back on and it just stays off and clear. But so far so good. Everything feels good, smooth. Also, I do not leave my house past 6 o'clock. If you have kids, you understand that anytime you leave after 5 o'clock, like, you're in trouble. Like, there's no way. I'd rather just stay home and do nothing. But my wife is home and the kids are asleep, but it just feels so weird being out by myself this late. And it's not even late, it's only 8 o'clock. Did you eat? You guys see that? Right over there, 2 Humvees. There is like a reserve unit over here. Kind of wild, but let me fill up some gas. Rev matching is working again. Everything's good. Shifts are pretty smooth, dude. I think the transmission fluid warmed up. Feels pretty smooth. It feels good. That's butter. So let's do a downshift. 3rd gear pull. Butter, dude. So I just made it back home. We're gonna do a quick breakdown of all the shops that I called compared to the DIY price. Obviously, you're not just gonna be paying for the fluid, you're gonna be paying for the time, labor, parts, and all that overhead. I don't know what goes into the dealership or shop's price, but obviously, doing it yourself will save you a lot more money. So here's a breakdown. Honda, that is the first place I called, and their price was $445 for the transmission fluid change. Then Shop 2 quoted us at $215 plus tax, which is the lowest that we got quoted. And then obviously when the guy called me back for the second shop, he quoted us at $310 with tax. So compared to our $80 doing it ourselves, I think is massive savings, and I would prefer doing it myself and saving myself, like the lowest is say 200, saving myself $120. Or if I decided to take it to Honda, I saved well over 300 bucks doing it myself, which I think is well worth it. So depending on where you go, you're either gonna be paying $400 or $200. And then obviously in between it was at $300. If you do it yourself, all it's gonna take is about $80 and a little bit of your time on a weekend, 2 to 3 hours if you don't know what you're doing. Or if you get sidetracked like me, because I have a son that was in here running around. So obviously let's say 4 hours of your time plus 80 bucks doing it yourself in the garage and learning something. I think it's well worth it doing it yourself. If you don't feel comfortable, obviously take it to a shop and don't ruin your car. But if you feel comfortable, if you're a little bit mechanically inclined, then do it yourself. Trust me, you can use that money to buy more parts for your car, buy your girlfriend something. I don't know, whatever you want to do with the extra money. But doing it yourself saves you a lot of money. That is going to be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helped you guys to see a comparison of like a dealership price and a shop price. If this helped you in any way, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers, and leave me a comment. Let me know if you guys do this kind of stuff at your house, if you do like the bigger maintenance stuff at dealerships. Let me know. And if you guys like this type of video, please let me know down below. It helps me out a lot to film videos and come up with ideas. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in my next video.